A door on the first floor. That's where I should go. Yes, that's where you should go, Makoto. No, where I have to go. I'm going to go to the big red door. I'm so excited. Who cares if there's somebody who's been murdered? I can go into the big red door. This motherfucker was a millionaire and he wasted it. Oh, this is terrifying. You're like, Makoto, we've all been waiting for. I'm sorry. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered in the murder. You are. Let's not jump to the conclusion just yet. Save that for the class trial. We can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime, so they all are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that and all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us. I know who it is. I'm like 99% sure. Is everyone here?
Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Transport us to hell?
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Here we go. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, for Sayaka, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The door closed and the elevator started to move. Soapbox ascended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmate feels when his time finally oh my god. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obviously, to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ding! It sounds like ding, fries are done, ding, fries are... Or like a microwave. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? No, it looks like some sort of weird, like, round table, like Knights of the Round Table. It's trial time. It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit. Sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Oh, wow. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. I like how it shows the picture frames of people dead. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of people now, but yeah, like you said, for how long? It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for everyone to transfer their tension and unease to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Looks like it does look like the Velvet Room. I get Velvet Room vibes. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh, it's just tutorial, Tim. Other trials take much longer.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Depends on how you can do through this.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
It took you 1 to 2 hours? Well, hello, Curry. How are you?
Will graduate.
So, but everyone, decided everyone else will wait. Then I will punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
That's not that easy. Yeah, because this trial is very easy for obvious reasons. I can see it.
Goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, Coco, you can ask anything you want.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died.
Look at Taco's face!
Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
I'm loving it so far, Curry. I'm loving it.
Friendship penetrates?
No, god damn it, Yamato, shut up. I'm just gonna say it's you just to get you out. You have all these games? Yeah, this is my first time playing them.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so
Monokuma?
why are there 16 seats?
Unless we're missing a student.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Oh, so it's just that this classroom only has 15, but it could technically have 16.
That about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Monokuma, I don't trust you at all.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin a debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Oh my god, no spoiling, please. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. I won't do it. I appreciate Curry. The first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? All things progress during each class trial. You will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during... Oh, I see how this works. Found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the Y button. Oh, what the hell? So, okay, pay attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh my god, this is gonna... This is... Hint, the killer is the weapon. Really? Evidence of struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part.
Wait, how do I change the bullet again? You choose the wrong statement or truth bullet, you will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, that will end the case. Anything else right now? Oh, I don't have anything else right now?
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that...
Wait, how do I shoot? I'm just, hold on. Hold the button to speed up the debate, weak spots, fire, oh, the fire is Y. We will do the marbles. It's just I've been trying to get through this and then I don't leave at a really weird spot.
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She
You sure the orange
sex?
sex?
To resist.
There's something odd about the last statement. It definitely contradicts what I already know. First debate. Oh, I should have shot the struggle one. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Now spot and refute someone lies or just contradicts. Within a group or statement, some words appear in a different color and happen to notice. Put as a whole as a person's statement a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal importance, though not always inaccurate sections of the person's. Okay, I get what's happening. Your truth bullets are only effective against these spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you are sure you're actually wrong. Don't want to stop watching this. It's pretty good. Also, you can be fast forwarding your argument and pulling down button. Well then, good luck and have fun.
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Who needs marbles?
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No,
There we go. So aggressive! Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yo, your hands up, my goodness, so aggressive. No, wait! I was like, I thought Taka was aggressive.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Also done class, also done class now. Well, that's good.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No, what would make you think that? Grease, you're gonna hear a lot of no, that's wrong. Really? Oh, great.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. Shouldn't even use
Exactly.
pen.
It's like, of course there was a struggle. Really? No, she had a cat. I know you sweet has. Oh my goodness. That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining. Now I want to play Ace Attorney. It reminds me of that.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
That cat must have been. Great creature goes into. Oh. Why my chat reset?
Wow.
My chat
This
reset
is
for a weird
starting to
reason.
sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka, which was the kitchen knife. Oh lord, here come! Oh goodness. Make your argument. Kitchen knife set. Okay. I get it. Okay.
So what was used to kill her?
Come on.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her
Oh my
stomach.
god, thanks, Taka!
Without
Sakura's
a
a
doubt,
woman.
that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that?
Did I miss?
Son of a bitch!
I just heard it's different from what I already know. I shot though!
So what was used to kill her?
Oh,
So the killer used some random knife.
there we go. I thought I hit it and she's the best girl. I love Sakura. Sakura's my favorite. That's my super amazing. Oh my goodness. So it's Chihiro and Kyoko Junko. You missed. I don't. It looked like I hit.
I do think it was a
Yeah,
knife,
this
but
trial
not
is so
just any
goofy.
knife.
Listen, I hit
I'm
it
almost
directly
positive
on.
It was a kitchen knife.
No, I do not think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife. So Sayaka was murdered with a pointy thing. Yeah, that's exactly. It was a pointy stick. Honestly, this is such an epically hilarious trial. I love it. Oh, thank you, Curry, for donating 250 bucks to 24-hour stream. What's the thing? Can't type. There's a reason why this. There's a reason this has a shooter tag. Oh, in the Steam, when you like buy it on Steam.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
This trial is unfortunately one of the worst. Is it really that bad?
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
No, Sakura.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Really? No.
And
Really?
if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
You killed her. That's where it gets us. I liked it. I hated most of the Dagon 2 trials.
We all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh, he's putting it on me. I see what you're doing.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Yo, what?
Hold on a second.
Especially the fourth
Let's draw
one.
our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
That pretty much all made they pretty much all made you because it's more of a tutorial. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Kaz, because it's like it's pretty straightforward who it was and who did it. My favorite, poor Pebbles.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Shoot, right, there's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting us to be found. I haven't played it, but I love them all so much. Oh, you haven't yet to play? I can't speak for 3, I haven't yet to play. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to learn more? Yes. I played this tutorial recently and it was amazing. I actually never played them, I just watched it. You can concentrate by holding down the RB button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay close attention to what everyone's saying. Not that it will steady your aim and making it easier to target potentially weak spots. That makes sense. Concentrating like this consumes a focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you cannot concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. It's like a roulette wheel. I feel like the 16th spot is gonna be filled at some point. Did you equip the ability? But I didn't have any ability, Pebbles. I didn't have any ability.
So
I
don't have an
guess
ability.
there's no question that the
Kitchen knife was the
Oh, I
murder
see.
weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret.
Nobody was in the... No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong! Oh, you do from... I thought I didn't have it because I thought
Hold on.
Sayaka was dead.
I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
How does that work? Sayaka's dead. How do I have Sayaka's ability if she's dead? 5 seconds free time unlock ability for you. I remember, but I thought she was dead. How do you get somebody's ability if they're dead? What kind of moron would kill someone in their own bedroom when they're trying to keep it secret? Yeah, exactly. Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next year.
I didn't think to look for it because I thought she was dead.
Go ahead
Next year.
and say it all.
It should keep abilities. You gain it from her. You learn it. Oh, okay. Well, next time I'll equip it. I thought I didn't have it because I thought she was dead. Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
If your teacher dies, do you forget your math? I mean, you got a point. Well, I thought it was a skill that I didn't learn, but I like that Sayaka gave me to borrow during the case. It wasn't like, it was more a skill that Sayaka got that she used, not that I used. Well, fair. I didn't know if I talk to someone and they die, everything I learned from them. I didn't know if I talk to someone and they die, everything I... Yeah, see, I didn't know.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I don't know. Listen, I didn't know. Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. That's understandable. What do you mean? When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall,
You kind of asked.
correct?
Exactly. That's what I thought. I thought it was a seed for my assistance for my team, not like actually learning a skill.
Yeah, that's right.
Her little hair thing, little cowlick.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
But now it's like you're okay. Well, then I'll know from now on.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
That wouldn't make sense because if Makoto says it's me, then yeah, I die. But then like if that doesn't make sense, because if she covers for me, then she would die nonetheless. Like she's not gonna cover for me, then they would just get her killed. That is the stupidest thing, Toko, I've ever heard. Because why would she defend me? Because if she defends me, she just dies. I still don't understand Ao's hair after all these years. It's a ponytail? Is that what it's supposed to be? So guys, big Sayaka was killed.
Idiot swimmer girl!
I don't understand Ao's hair too. Toko's not, apparently not.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That's true.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
See? So why would she help me? Because she would just die with them if I got graduated.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Exactly. Redditor is smarter than Toko? I mean, it's...
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Well, then Hina would come out right now. Hina would be like, well, if that's the case, well, then fucking Makoto did it.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this
I like
case.
his picture is shaking with a mighty rage on the side over here, like, man, I hate the trend of calling people. Is that a trend?
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Whoa, the picture's shaking.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh.
That's right.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Me. You know, that's the same as. Oh, really? That's cool.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
True.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
What's going
I
on?
stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh. Ooh, things getting spicy.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
I liked it. I'm sorry. I found it kind of funny that people call him Mr. Red. The MC of the second game has the same VA as. There's a lot of shared voice actors. I'm noticing. Smashing Dream.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, it's not.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
It's not a boy and a girl, though. It's two
unwholesome.
girls. The race. I'll get to it in a second.
I'm a girl.
Exactly.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
God damn it, Taka.
But if
God
it
damn it.
wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, Sakura remembers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Unwholesome.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, Funko? Here, are you talking
Sayaka.
about?
She's the one who
oh.
came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka took it as self-defense. She took the knife for self-defense. The person who took the knife from the kitchen was... I don't think... Monokumi wouldn't take it. I think it's Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
She took it for self-defense. Almost everyone in this chat who are new to this game thought she was a guy too, so that's true.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
She was probably scared. You heard it from Taka, folks. Females sleeping with females is more holy than men with... I mean, he did make that point.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Pebbles, checkmate! Kiss the homies goodnight. Oh my goodness, you guys. My friend called me weird because I thought Sakura was a girl at first, and then you're like, aha! She took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it, pretty much.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
God damn it, now it's turned back on me.
What?
Yep.
See? He did do it after all.
Toko, I swear to God, I'm gonna come find you. I may not kill you, but I swear, I hope she doesn't make it to the end. I swear this girl gonna ask Komi's on a date. Sakura has a girl uniform. She does.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
I knew Sakura was a girl because I saw her images surfing the internet. Oh, did you? Can MC murder someone?
You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die. MC good boy. He is
Hold
good
on.
boy.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
God damn, I'm gonna kill Toko.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Coco, hold up. Wait. Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first hangman gamut is about to begin. What? Would you? Oh, yes, please, because I have no idea what's going on. Go ahead and tell them. As things advance further in the class trial, the hangman's gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Oh, it's hangman. Literally hangman. Pebbles, what are you saying? No. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and then press Y button to shoot the desired letters. I hate that. Do you really? If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge, okay? If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well, then good luck and have fun. I don't want to play the minigame. It's the worst. It's worse than 2, is it? Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something was. Hair. My hair. Wasn't it my hair? Did she was saying because it looked like somebody cleaned up? By the way, Kyoko's VA is the same as a... like I said, there's a lot of people that share a lot of voice actors in this. Hair. What? Swear I'm shooting... What? How's that not working? It's H, isn't it? I am so confused. Hit it more than once? Oh, okay. Well, it didn't explain that. I didn't know you had to hit it more than once. Okay. Oh, I think your ability works.
Now I understand.
I didn't realize you had to hit it more than once. Thank you. Thank you, TikTok.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
It showed 1 letter for free. This is painful. Well, I didn't know it had to hit it more than once. That's right, there wasn't a single hair on the floor. To be honest, the game never said that. No, it didn't. As I said, it just said hit it once. That's why I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
For those mini games, yeah, that's so we don't. Yeah, I was like, what the? It just said hit the letter, it didn't say hit it multiple times.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Well, hello, VK, how are you?
True,
So we don't judge you for failing because I don't. Oh, you don't judge me? Oh, yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Oh no, I fell into an anime show again. I hate it when that happens. VK.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
I'm slowly winning them
Are
over.
you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
God damn it, Taka. I'm good too. Thank you, PC is all fixed. Noise. I'm glad your PC is fixed.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Makoto's readily in his room. How much hair would I mean? True.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The broken
Sayaka
doorknob.
was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah,
And somebody
then
broke
they
in.
ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proved it is the. Oh, I didn't know I have a time limit. Yes. Press any. Press. Yes. my hair gets nowhere. Oh yes,
The
nowhere.
killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob on the door, hero.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? and the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
No, that's wrong. God damn it. Damn it, I missed the Hangman Gambit. It's fine. It was fine. Wow, Stu, yourself fire. I'm confident.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Yeah, swore you. What? You mean
So
what?
what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
No, because he would know how to open the door because he's been told she's just cracking the case. I got this. I'm years of video games have prepared me for this. I'm so ready.
But if the only choice
I know
you
I
have
watched
is to
CSI
break
for a
it,
reason.
you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Yeah, if you all those years of watching CSI have prepared me for this.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Gilda said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point there? So she is a kind of a meme, is it? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going... wait. Okay. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in this debate. What I'm trying to say is that all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet only on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what you say, but you will also lower your trust gauge. Okay, that makes sense. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradiction. Well then, good luck and have fun. Have fun. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
Sayaka was first attacked.
Saka was first attacked in the main. That's fine. That makes sense.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Okay. There's gonna be marbles, Dutch. Calm down.
Had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
Got it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Oh my goodness.
That's not lucky at all.
Maybe it was lucky though, because if my door had worked, then I wouldn't have as much evidence, such as this ball running riot.
So
Oh my
the
goodness.
reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because you think it was Makoto's room? Or not Makoto's, Sayaka's? Sakaya's? Sakia, I can't say her name
Everyone
now.
should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The name plaques changed, so he said it was Sakaya's room. Don't riot! Oh my goodness.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Sakaya's nameplate changed. Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room. The crime took place in my room. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room. He thought it was Sayaka's room, but it's because the nameplate moves.
It was my room.
Because the nameplates changed. When whoever's in the room sleeping, the nameplates change to them.
What?
I feel like a hippie as I just
didn't even know where he was. That's inconceivable.
I mean, I like Incense 2 story. That's not a hippie thing.
He's absolutely right.
Say what?
So what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening.
Yeah, because he would have
Right?
pulled open the door
That is
correctly.
a definite possibility.
So the killer
That's a lot
would
of
have to
potions.
be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
Oh, now it's the accusation part. So I defended myself. Now I have to accuse.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh my God, Yamada.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority
Really?
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You're gonna sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so...
What if we can't decide Jigsaw? Shall we play a game? Pretty much, VK. That's what that happens. If they can't decide, they all die, pretty much.
Well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That's true. We never figured that out. I never figured that part out.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then... maybe someone picked the lock?
But you can't pick the locks. We've been told
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
that. Yeah.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
But she wouldn't have trusted anybody.
No, that can't be it either.
They opened the door. They just...
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka would have invited a killer into the room, I already have the answer. Because we switched keys. More plates. Because we switched rooms? Oh. That's the only thing I have. Because I was gonna say the whole, like... Yeah, I think it's switching rooms. It makes the only sense. Because I was gonna say talk about the struggle or the person knocking on her door in the middle of the night.
Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Yep. Oh.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
I didn't know he was gonna bring up that because I was like, if he was gonna bring, like, I didn't know he was gonna bring up that. I thought he was just gonna say that they switched rooms. Just smack him in the mouth because I said so. Toolkit. I don't think it's a toolkit. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh, that she was trying to kill Makoto?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
What, that Sayaka was trying to kill me? Maybe she's an alien? I think it's a little looks at all day. There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Sayaka, check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? So what, she was trying to set me up? Maybe Sayaka was trying to get me killed?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. These are the words that appeared.
Oh man, I've totally seen people do that on detective shit. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Can be slightly useful sometimes.
And I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So what? Was she trying to get me killed or herself? I'm just teasing stuff. I have had you on mute a while. But, oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I will do the candy after I'm done with the trial. Oh,
so,
that's
Makoto,
not how it works, Durgan.
Did you write this?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
Either she was setting me up or she was setting somebody else up.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
I think it would affect him.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
You tell him, Coco?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
He still gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like Yamada.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Another debate. Please shut up. Yeah, I don't like Yamada. Dorm nameplate. I know they've been switched, so...
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The room that No, that's wrong.
I think it's this one.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Exactly. They got switched so they would think they were going to Makoto's, or they would think they were going to Sayaka's room, but they were actually going to Makoto's room because the nameplate is switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name, and the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Exactly.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
It was,
Right?
Sayaka.
Okay, then who
He's
did
getting
it?
nervous. We're making a far bigger deal out of this than it is. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Oh! I think it's the killer, right? No. I think Sayaka. I don't think the killer would switch it. It wouldn't make sense. Because he would want to make it look like it was my room. The killer would not switch it because it would make it...
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yeah, because again, the killer would want to make it look like it's Makoto's room, so he would have never switched the plates in the first place.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was
Did it
Sayaka.
so people didn't bother her?
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
It's only if only if it was that simple. Oh my goodness, douche.
Inviting someone to your room.
I like Monokuma is like laughing in the background.
Why would anyone do that?
I think she wanted to kill somebody in Makoto's room and make it look like Makoto did it.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Yeah, but then who invited her over, Taka?
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yeah? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Make a party out of it. I mean, that's true. You could make a party out of anything.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy
Really?
if I had to defend myself.
Really? Who played the hatch sound? Really? Oh my goodness.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
There's gold on it. The gold on the wrist. Where is it? Sayaka's wrist.
I got it!
Oh, we can escape the school throughout the hatch pretty much.
A broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick
And it gets
right
stuck.
to you.
So it's not really real gold then. I would think it's just
And
glitter.
there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
My god, he just explained all of that. What led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Oh god, what more is there to learn about non-stop debates? After, are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets. Oh, so I have to pick the right truth bullet? Or just, with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute this proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spot to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to influence gauge. You can press the LB button to rotate the cycle. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Press and release the LB to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the LB button and then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded. Oh, I'm gonna have more bullets since I set it to mean. Oh, so the harder the difficulty, the more bullets. For our purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. I guess another pebbles in my collection. Can I load up? That's not how that works either, because if that's the case, the story tried that. Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. I think it's gonna be the sword sheath.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back.
Hmm.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
That doesn't seem right. So it's the first statement. I think it's the first one.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh fuck, not that.
And that's what broke
Oh,
Miss Mizono's
fuck.
wrist.
So
And you see the reflection, of course. Oh my goodness. God, I want to stay here until the end of the trial, explain stuff, but I might do it after stream. You're fine, Pebbles. Damn, I think it's because I remember the replica sword had marks on it. So I feel like it's the sheath, not the actual sword. The chat is there for Sophie objections. Oh my goodness. The culprit grabbed the sword. Yeah, it's the sheath though, because the sheath had damage to it. Hold on.
The culprit grabbed the sword.
Because I remember the sheath had knife damage to
That's
it.
when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Oh my god.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to do, and the stupid game wouldn't let me shoot the damn thing.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found.
I'm so confused with what's happening. You have to be paying attention, Maddie, for this to make sense.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell.
This is one of those games that you can't actually know what's going on unless you've been paying attention from the very beginning. It's one of those games that you have to be focused on what's going on. Yeah, it's one of those games you have to be paying attention, Maddie.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
So I'm thinking that she tried to kill someone she thought was easy to kill, who then exactly. Oh, let's go. You're fine, Maddie. I'm just saying it's one of those games that you can't go in and out. You have to be kind of watching.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Why are you coming for me? Oh my goodness.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Exactly.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to
They are
actually
annoying, Maddie.
unsheath the sword.
That seems to be the main purpose today. What, the sound effects? And you put an air horn!
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. I don't know. I think Sayaka was trying to do some shady stuff. And Marble's, we'll get there. Hold on. Oh my God, you guys are so impatient. Let me finish the trial.
She grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Yeah, it's not how that works.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yeah, because her hands would have been covered in gold. And so she never used the sword. Her stomach, her broken wrist, her palms. Her palms.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch
it comes off easily.
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Well, yeah.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
The trial there was never a manual save, Dante, only between 2 parts or in the end. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of 2 and 3.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Yeah, she washed her hands after she was stabbed, Toko.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Oh my god, really? She's gonna take this personally? You can't probably.
No,
oh, goodness.
that's not it at all.
Really? She's gonna take it that personally? She's afraid of water. The water was off. Water can't remove it. Water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Go take a shower, Toko!
Oh my.
Oh
You're
god.
no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Choco Pebbles?
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Ugly donkey. Oh my god, you made
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If
That's right. And then
the
one who
damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife
was Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Sayaka, she had the kitchen knife.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Which is interesting.
The one who attacked first was...
Sayaka. Because she knew she needed to do anything she could to get out of there because she was worried about her bandmates, her pop mates. The big brain for me. My brain go burr, Pebbles pushed me into the wall. It took my sandwich. Well, then you talk to Pebbles about it.
Sayaka?
You're a big boy. Go handle. You can do it. Plus, Pebbles is a sweetheart. We would never take your Sammy.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She was planning this.
Far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
I mean, what?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe
This is correct.
the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That
Exactly.
is a possibility.
I figured that she
Is it
wanted
not?
to pin the crime on me because she could easily have done it.
Sayaka wanted to...
She was trying to groom me in a sense. She was trying to groom me for this murder. My brain. You okay, Donut?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Can you bring me some water, please? I don't even have my own water. My water is
She
out.
wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Bro, Mizono's so
But
mean.
for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Sayaka's a gamer.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Ukata's been paying attention. Ukata's been taking notes.
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
But need sleep, but need to know. Or hopefully we're almost there, Okada.
I don't
The
know.
berry emote.
I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I don't need sleep. I need answer stream. Oh my god. Is that a B movie emote? Oh my god, it is a B emote. emote.
You're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
And then the killer picked it up.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true, because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Who killed
You're being super boring right now.
Like, who's the murderer? We need to figure out who the murderer
Hurry up
is.
and decide who did it.
Yeah, just because Sayaka was the one that probably was gonna do the murder originally.
Awful if I had to punish you
Like,
all
yeah,
just
we need to find out who
because you
killed
ran
her.
out of time.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Thanks,
If we
Coco, I
can't
appreciate
uncover
it.
Who murdered Sayaka? It's over for all of us.
Sayaka, it's easy, I know. Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? Yes, Coco, we understand. I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. I mean, there's nothing left. It's like, thanks, Coco, I appreciate it. Trash duty, AO's account, dying message. Dying messages, I think it's gonna be important. Hold on, where is it?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Get out of here.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, you sure you're going? How's it go? It's going good. I'm just trying to get through this
There's
trial
still might be
period.
one clue
Oops.
left. Sayaka's dying message.
I like how we all agreed to call her Coco. Well, it's easier than her name.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Dude, Donut's so confused.
11037.
It's not a number, it's a name.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
You're fine, Donut. Just watch. Looks like more of a comic book. It's a little bit got a kind of persona view. Yoko. I know, but Coco sounds easier.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
That Sayaka wrote that message. Fatal wound, right wrist, in the index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
It literally says, Leon, why are they so stupid? Well, because it's upside down.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still...
Yeah, it's not that obvious for them. Again, I've been seeing it's Leon since like the beginning of this trial, but they can't read English. Well,
what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Not as fluid.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not
She realized
numbers.
it. Good job, Coco.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yes, Coco!
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
What? Coco straight.
Whoa.
I would have never
Probably
guessed.
just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Not if you flip it. I would have never guessed. Boop. That's just a secret. Oh my goodness, Maddie, really? I can't possibly do kinds of diverse clues. Who would have thought? Wow. I just don't know. You don't know? Really, Makoto?
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
This trial was so hard. Oh, big brain. Took big brains for this trial.
You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Nani to top. Oh my goodness. I already know who it is. Select someone. Oh, I actually have to select? Where is he?
Here's my answer.
She flipped the image like gasp.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
So Japanese it would say Leon or have Japanese characters, etc. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Leon, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Like it would say Leon. Would it say Leon in English?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
That's why it would be more difficult for. Oh, that sucks. They didn't change it for Japanese Pebbles. No, it's still written in English. Oh, that's kind of sucky if you don't know English letters. No, it'd have Japanese. Would it have Japanese characters?
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
In the Japanese game, it was written. Oh, it is written in English. I think it'd be difficult for him. No, it wouldn't. It would be written in katakana. It would be impossible for no non-English. Wouldn't that be hard for people?
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Because Leon also couldn't be called. Because Leon also wouldn't be called Leon. Yeah.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Because the cuff. We're gonna talk about the crystal ball and stuff. I don't know, probably. It would still be called Leon, but it would be written in how we write it. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of, I know. Where is it? The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of, I know what it was.
You mean
I'm the killer.
burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Get him out of here, Pebbles!
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Mission accomplished. Stab him right there.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
It looks like his jacket too now that I look at it, the cuff.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with
He's
shirts
starting
like
to stumble to death. Oh my goodness.
Just that one little charred piece. There's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the bottom-up shirt, which the killer used, wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible, where it was disposed, how it was disposed, when it was disposed, how it was disposed, where it was disposed, how it was disposed.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure
because of the crystal ball.
Who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash.
He jumped to accusations very fast.
Interesting.
And then he's like, what? That's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. What are we doing now? Oh, make your argument. Burnt shirt piece, incinerator, shattered crystal ball. Shattered crystal ball. Get me in it.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
I don't think that's right. I don't know. Hold on.
No, that's wrong.
I think this game has only 3 localizations. Really?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
Like a baseball. The killer had to use a glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got it!
Divine? Divine with it?
Game at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
The incinerator was off. Huh, someone turned the incinerator on. Very sure, I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening
I
the
did it,
gate.
Pebbles! English. Well, I mean, it was very obvious, Pebbles. I'm just saying. I did English and I think Spanish. Not sure. Really, I'm tired, so I could. You're fine, Pebbles.
Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
Oh, I figured. If it was this easy to hold game, Pebbles, I wouldn't find a challenge in it. Well, the guilty party rarely makes mistakes.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
It does have 3, but in Japanese traditional. Oh,
The
okay.
pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's
If you're
right.
a pro
There's no
baseball
way.
player.
It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate clairvoyant, ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, if it wasn't for the numbers, it'd be a little bit more difficult.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Though the crystal ball did kind of give him away too, because I saw him like you could throw that like a baseball.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
He's so angry.
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
Is that right? 11:03.
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.